Hey guys, it's Ashley from the Candle Collective, and I'm bringing you a video today just as a general update. So if you've been following my channel for a while, I've been sharing all of the things that I have learned either the hard way or just through experience in running other businesses about how to start, run, create, keep going a candle business. And I've been adding in different layers of things that I've known just from having a marketing business and doing freelance work with other small businesses, educational background, and then running another business in town where I'm from, which is Albuquerque, and just kind of like multifaceted layers and just sharing with you guys just the highs and lows and everything in between. And I'm in Q2 of 2023. So this is like my second, third year of business, somewhere in there. And I am just going through all of the things right now. So I'm in my studio space. I started out in my home. So if you're new to my channel and this is like the first video you've ever seen, this might just be like Calamity Jane just coming in here like a tornado. But I just kind of want to give you guys an update on everything that's been going on and following along. Like if you've been going through kind of like the series of my weekly releases, sharing with you all the things that I've been doing, maybe through inventory management systems, how I actually make my candles, how I actually ship my candles, how I like market, hiring people, all of the things. And so I thought maybe an update video, because it feels like you guys might be invested in my business and what's happening behind the scenes, would be good. So, some things that have just been going on. As I'm filming this, is the end of April and market season is kicking up and sales have really slowed down. So I launched my business in 2020, and every year around this time, sales definitely do drop off. But I have noticed from 2021 and 2022, those sales numbers were pretty steady. And this year I'm tracking about 15 to 20% less in sales so far year to date and month to date. So while I'm kind of trying to peel myself back from pulling the oh shit handle, I am just trying to notice, like, obviously outside forces. There's always that like fear mongering that's happening in the news of things like interest rates and housing and economic decline, and you know, the R word, recession, has been thrown around quite a bit. And you know, while I try and keep it up to and abreast with it all, I'm also kind of like, meh, there's really nothing that I'm going to be able to do about it besides just like forge forward and keep going and do my thing. So some things that I've been doing to supplement it has been doing candle making workshops in my space now that I've moved out of my home. I've been really looking and keeping an eye out for different markets that I can get involved in. Alongside of that, and I'm sure you guys are experiencing it too, if you are a candle maker that has like already launched your business, and if you've been going for a little while, you've probably noticed an influx in other makers in your area. That is something that I've definitely noticed. And while I kind of keep an eye on it, I also try not to let it bother me or take too much of my attention or distract me away from what I'm doing. Hopefully this will just help you guys. I really suffered from this in my other business. I run a yoga business, and I really had a hard time when I found that there were like imitators or duplicates out there that were doing efforts like very similar or a little too close for comfort of what I might say in that industry. And in candle making, I kind of just like feel a bit more veteran-esque with it. You know, my lack of words and good descriptors, but that's how I feel about it. I feel like I've got a little bit more experience under my belt. And so it's interesting because I see, like, even from me starting in 2020 to now, there are so many more candle makers. I think when I did my first market in 2021, there was maybe one other candle maker in a sea of like 100 vendors. And I did a market for the first week last week for the like the seasonal, like your big market here in Albuquerque. And I think there was like 6 or 7. And so at the end of the day, like, we're all offering different things. We're all different candles at the end of the day, but it is hard to just sit there and be like, okay, well, you know, you guys already got your candle bags. So am I placed right in the market? Am I priced right in the market? And like that whole like compare and contrast thing. It's easy to kind of mute it on social media, but when it's like right smack in your face and you're like, oh shit. So that's like a thing that's been going on. So I'm trying to like stand out in my territory, my region, and do things differently by ways of marketing, by different candle collaborations, and by workshops. I'm the only one that really is offering workshops, or that definitely is offering workshops. So that's been like a good differentiator for me, and something that allows me to just like keep my eyes focused and forward. Another update is that you'll notice I'm the only one here. So I was sharing some of our fragrance oil reviews. Sabrina was here. You guys might have gotten familiar with her or seen her in some of our Instagram stuff if you follow my business page. And yeah, I'm so sad. She got a offer to get a full-time job, something that I didn't really even have the chance to compete with. She was working here part-time hours, and she had to make a decision that was best for her and kind of like her next steps in her journey of this thing called life. And so now I'm back to just solo upside goods. So that's been an update and transition. That's definitely been really, really hard. And I actually think I've gone through like the stages of grief with it, which I didn't really anticipate. I think at first I was like hyper focused and kind of like detached from it and almost disassociating, where I was like, this is gonna be fine, I'm fine, everything's fine, like Ross Geller, hands on fire type of thing. A couple weeks after she was gone, I think I was kind of like in mourning, and I was like real sad, and obviously I miss her and love her to death and wish her nothing but the best. And now I'm kind of at the stage where I'm like, okay, Ashley, none of those things are benefiting you and helping you grow upside. We've got a bottom line and a number to make. So it's probably time to like make another job posting and start from scratch and find some people to bring back in the studio space, especially with markets kicking back up. It's just something that is no longer able to be a solo mission. It never really was, but it's just something that I've kind of like dealt with as the date approaches. And I'll be honest, I always call a Hail Mary with my husband. He's super helpful and supportive. I couldn't ask for a better situation there. And thankfully he has come into the studio and has learned how to make the candles, because I realized how much of a benefit that was for somebody else knowing how to make candles in a pinch. Knock on wood, if I were to get sick or be out for an undetermined amount of time, the production is consistent enough now that I need eyes on the manufacturing and behind the scenes to keep it going. It's a great problem to have, but we're back at the drawing board. So I need to open up Pandora's box, move my trust issues to the side, and bring somebody back into the studio to help me. And it's always interesting. I don't know if you guys deal with this in your own right, in your own business, but it's kind of like I need almost like two positions in a way. I need like the introvert, somebody who's able to come into the studio, pop in headphones and do those monotonous things like labeling and inventory and things that are just like repetitive in nature. And then I need somebody who's going to be a complete extrovert and be able to like hold a crowd and hold space at markets and draw people in and create the conversation and suggestive selling and all of the things. And man, I just wish there was an AI button for that, but there's not. But it looks like we're tracking that way, so we'll probably get there soon enough. Some of the other updates that I've got going on in just the upside ether and world is just kind of a harsh realization for me as a human on this planet and functioning, is that, you know, I was looking at the energy and the time that I have as just a person and where my strengths and my weaknesses are. And another business that I run is a yoga studio. It's been going for 8 years now, and something that is just like super near and dear to my heart. And it's so near and dear to my heart that I even named it after a dog that I had that just inspired me to create this sense of community and place that I didn't see in my Albuquerque community. And just last night I released to the public and the open information that I actually sold the business, and it's something that I've been working on behind the scenes over the last couple of weeks, and it's just taken so much of my time and energy and focus. And I'm going to make more videos about it because I think it's applicable no matter that it's yoga or candles or anything. It's just, as an entrepreneur and as a small business owner, we never talk about or hold space for the amount and mental capacity that it takes for us to make these decisions to be our own cheerleader, to be our own motivator and go-getter and grow and learn and know when it is a good time to stop as well. And that's been the latest hurdle and growing experience that I've had. And it was really hard because when I started Upside, I literally made this like deal with myself that if I start Upside Goods, this candle company, I am doing this full well knowing that I cannot let this impede or do anything negative to what Yoga Zo has been for me in my life, because it's so impactful. I mean, it literally is part of my being. And so now here I am 3 years later, and I have literally done something that I never in a million years thought I would have done, which is sold the concept and rights to another business, and am taking that into like a completely different trajectory. And it's just wild. Like, you never say never, first and foremost. Justin Bieber definitely taught us that, but it's crazy. And so I'm just kind of like mulling all this over, and I really had to make the decision because I was at this crossroads where Upside really needs my time and attention and energy, and it has this potential to go into areas that I was kind of like teetering, where I noticed my yoga business wasn't able to without full attention and detail that my passion and heart wasn't able to truly give. I digress as I'm totally rambling, but I just wanted to share that with you guys because behind the scenes, it's been this like teeter-totter and really just like emotional push-pull that I've been feeling. And I still am feeling it. So it's kind of crazy. And that's been going on behind the scenes, and something that's been, showing outwardly with even Upside, and something that I haven't been able to fully give. So when things happen, like I do lose a part-time employee or these markets come up, I found that I've been even that much more flustered or stressed or underwater because I've had this other thing happening with another business. And it's not to say that people can't run multiple businesses, but for me personally, with the balance of life and work that I want to have eventually, I just found that teeter-totter wasn't really the playground equipment that I wanted to be on anymore. I also don't want to be on the merry-go-round, so maybe I just want to be kind of like on the swing. I think I've always enjoyed swings. I don't know. Again, I digress. But those are some things that have been happening at Upside Goods, and I definitely wanted to reach out and just do a pulse check with you guys. I kind of like these videos that I see on YouTube, so hopefully you guys like them too. And it's all just really in an effort for me to really remain transparent with you guys. And I know that word always gets thrown around a lot, but that's really what this whole channel has been. I know I get some criticism sometimes because I say too many ums, or people think I have a fake laugh, and I can 100% guarantee you that any laugh that y'all get on these videos is mine. So that kind of sucks that you think it's fake. I have some exciting stuff coming up. Scent Memory actually sent me some fragrance oils. I just need time to sit my ass down and smell them all. And share with you guys. I lost my sidekick, but I'm hoping actually that my husband will come in and smell them with me, because he's been really fun to be working in this shop with. He does have a full-time job, but he's been helping me out with some workshops and things like that. It's really just fun to spend time with him in this environment, and see his fresh set of eyes on things, and as he learns like things that I've just been doing day in and day out. I also got some stuff from Porter Candle Supply, which I'm hoping to share with you guys. And man, the fragrance oil world is just crazy, because I feel like I'm just always overwhelmed, not making enough, doing enough. Oh, and that's another thing. I didn't even release spring scents. Like, I'm just sitting here, and I finally just sat, like literally yesterday, I was like getting my eyebrows done. Crazy. And I was just like, I'm just not going to do it. I just need to like let it go. I need to not be held by these bounds of seasonal releases as a candle maker. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to release that pressure, and I'm just going to release a really good like summer Gemini season around my birthday, and just like have fun with it. And hopefully that energy will evolve and evoke to all of my customers, and they won't even bat an eye at it or care. That's my hope. That's my hope and wonder, and maybe it'll fall flat on my face. I don't even know. But you know what? That's the upside, guys. We don't know. We're going to find it. I appreciate you guys for watching. If there is content that you would like to see from me, I really do hope to bring some new stuff to this channel as we get into the warmer months. That's when my energy really comes alive. Hopefully I'm going to have some new faces in here that I can share with you guys, some new scent reviews. But as always, if there's a topic that you would love to see, bring it on. And if there's something in this video that you related to, I would love to hear all about that below. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, definitely do that. Let's be on this journey together. Thanks guys so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.